morning, everybody. I am Russ. He is Chris. It is a Freaky Friday, fabulous, fun day. Friday. Now, let me just start by doing this. Who am I?
I know who you are.
Who am I?
Elizabeth Lambert.
You are absolutely right. Elizabeth Lambert was the New Mexico girls soccer player who got caught on film. I thought it was an MMA fight with balls. And not these kind of balls, soccer balls.
True that.
She punched, kicked, and jerked down a girl by her ponytail. What do you take as far as president of a soccer league that you were? What do you do about something like that?
She'd have to be suspended. I mean, I wouldn't know how many games, just firing it out there, but you just don't do that, man. I mean, that is just bad sportsmanship.
Now, here's her defense. I cannot believe I did it. I mean, I'm in the wrong for sure. But guys get away with rough stuff, and I just play aggressive. That ain't even playing aggressive. That's cheating.
You know what? Playing aggressive, I don't know how many soccer fans we have, but, slide tackles, rough slide tackles, and fair shoulder charges. Now that is playing rough. But grabbing somebody by their hair, I don't know, if you ever been in a fight, somebody get your hair, you go where your hair goes.
That's exactly right.
And girls have ponytails. Girls, some of them have longer hair, and from behind.
That's how I grab it from. I mean, but I don't pull them all the way to the ground.
No. But there's balls involved. So, you know how it is. Anyway, suspender.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. It's just crazy. Now, you're an actor. I'm an actor.
So we say.
As far as Cowboy and Lucky, we both know.
Yeah.
We were in the movie. Mm-hmm. Will Ferrell tops the list of actors who cost more than their movies make. Now, I did do some of that reading. There's Ewan McGregor, Eddie Murphy, and Tom Cruise. That their recent movies haven't been, what they're paid ain't what they're worth.
Well, let me ask you this. Does that mean what they make at the box office, or is that all of it?
I think it was a total, they started with Elf and said, look, they said for his amount of pay, and Stephanie, correct me if I'm wrong, for his amount of pay, for what he makes compared to what it brings in, the average
it says it right there, box office worth.
Yeah, $3.29, where Shia LaBeouf's is $160 because he's paid this and makes. Of course, he was in both Transformers and some.
Well, he's what's hot now. Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is Will Ferrell. He has his group of fans, but I bet you Will Ferrell stuff does better in
DVDs.
Netflix, DVDs, and online sales more than theater.
I would probably think so.
I mean, we got 3 old schools.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got
that, but yeah, we did that. I don't know how we got that. Before we go any further, look at this. Move your shoulder. Yeah. Wow. You know who that is? Mary. Send us a picture. Back here, right here, right here. Sarah, who did the weather for us yesterday.
Yep.
Not for us, but for school. And right here is a pair of boobs with a Red Sea shirt on it. So
heck of a billboard right there.
That is some boobs with a Red Sea shirt on it. That is hot. I mean, we can just manipulate and do what we want with these women. Send us your photos in your Red Sea, or make your own Red Sea, like Yolanda did. Make them, send them in. We'll get them
figured
up on the
Tom
wall.
would already send his in.
Tom, come on.
Somebody asked me about Tom last night.
It was Tommy at the bowling.
It was Tommy at bowling. And hey, let me tell y'all something. We went bowling last night, and the lanes were really dry. But my man here started on the first one and had 6 strikes in a row. And then the tires fell off, went flat.
Axle,
and
doors fell out.
And he missed out on winning $120 by 7 pins. All he had to do was get one more spare.
I fell apart.
Yeah, I was apart the whole night. I could not find where I needed to be. I still bowled my average, but we just could not get it. And you got your average up a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm like Gerald said, he made a good point. We want to win, but we are so competitive and hard on ourselves that I was like, I cannot believe I just fell off the face of the earth.
It wasn't that for me. It was just I couldn't find it at all.
Oh, you struggled.
I didn't find it and lose it.
You just
I couldn't even find it.
We did good and we won last night. That was the deal. And two of us on, one off, one on, two off, three off. And so it was a we won. It's all that matters.
And we were going to do some technical changes on this show today, but we didn't.
That's right.
So we're going to start Monday with a little bit different layout. I don't want to end it on. Oh, you didn't want to end it on Friday.
Exactly
different.
right.
So
That's
next
exactly right.
Also,
Plus, I didn't even pay attention.
if you will look,
for my
let
hat.
me see where I sit. Where do I sit on this show?
Right there. Can you see the
So
computer?
it's actually over here. Then I believe is a new
Over me.
Twitter app
Yep.
to where you can
left
stay
shoulder.
involved.
Would it be my left shoulder? Would it be right there?
Yeah, over there somewhere.
Okay.
Anyway, I created a separate Twitter to where we don't update it all the time, but it updates on what we have going on. I said happy birthday to Clint. We're gonna get into birthdays later. We missed it yesterday. I put it up there.
Yep.
We have casting Saturday. I put it up there, so you can go to the site and kind of keep up with what Red Sea has going on. And that was Jason's idea.
Jason, good job, my friend. Now, y'all know Stephanie works for us, and she's been having to come into the office lately early because we're making theaters. We're calling theaters for Cowboy and Lucky to go to go everywhere, and she's been a little upset, a little irritated. And the reason it is, it's not because she had to come to work early. It's not because she has to stay at work late. It's because that the Eggo waffle, there's an Eggo waffle shortage, and that's what she eats for breakfast with peanut butter on it. And you talking about a beep. That's what she's been.
What was she been?
A beep. Can't say it's a cuss word. Is you telling me, I mean, you work with her a lot. I mean, how it's a pain in the beep. I don't want to cuss. And then sometimes I just want to tell her, beep, 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 but I don't.
So you say. So you say.
Anyway, there is an Eggo shortage waffle. I mean,
easy for you.
There is a shortage of Eggo waffles, and it's hard to believe.
Now, somebody told y'all that, or you just can't find
Yahoo.
it? It was on Yahoo.
There's on Yahoo.
Okay.
And the funny
And what's
thing
the
was,
reason? Out of boxes?
I don't know. It was at the grocery store too. They had
Yeah.
signs posted.
I mean, dang.
Evidently, it has been a national security measure to get these Eggo waffles back in stores.
Like the H1N1. I mean,
That's the two
serious.
things. You
It's
either got to
serious.
get the H1N1 for the swine flu or waffles. So you're not a That's all I got to say. Now, we thought about doing this first on our DVDs. But we didn't have the funds to do it and get them out right away. So the director of the Fight Club did this. You want to talk about it?
Yeah. On their new Blu-ray, when the menu comes up, it has Drew Barrymore's Never Been Kissed.
So everybody's going to think they got the wrong DVD.
And it's a publicity stunt prank by Fencer, which I guess was the director or
yeah.
producer. Director. And I just don't get it.
I don't either. Well, here's the deal. Just think what it just did. By him pulling this prank, there's going to be a lot more people, because Fight Club was years ago. It's going to go back out and go ahead and get that DVD. So it's pretty good. I was going to do Getting Paid in front of Cowboy and Lucky, but I thought people might really pick it up and throw it away.
Well, they're going to do Blu-ray. And people who have Blu-ray want to go out and get it.
Which is a great movie.
Which means, I know there's two people here that would stick that in, and if they didn't know that prank and saw Never Been Kissed, they would jerk that out of there and go back to that store, and when I need my...
And then we would have went, beep, 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 beep.
And we'd have made a fool out of ourselves.
We would have.
So I don't know if that's a clever...
We're going to have to see.
I think the video
You got to remember,
store...
we're reading these stories. I mean, these stories are coming to us by everybody. Well, actually, our